Hey folks, I'm back, and yeah, we're just looking at the we're still on the audio line 341 stroke Uniace 200 Uniden Uniace 200. We're still on that. Hopefully get it done. So what we're looking at doing is looking at the manual, finding out where the wires go, and putting all the wires back in their respective places. I mean, it's academic really, because the radio itself will never get, there's no value to it. I mean, there really isn't. Christine,
yeah?
do me a coffee.
He's got the shits on there.
Yeah, no, you don't have to tell me, I'm doing a video. He's got the shits. Yeah. Anyway, let's turn this back on. So we've got the channel indicator on it. It is, yeah, it is transmitting. The VCO, yeah. Put me a fresh coffee in that.
Has he had his
He's had his tea. Now, if we look at the VCO. The VCO is a bit low. It should be 5. It should be 3.5. I'm measuring it from here because I can't get a reliable ground for some daft fucking reason on the case. I don't know whether the chassis floats. So fucking might be able to fucking tell you that now, wouldn't I? Go to the ground. Continuity. Oh, that's fucking AC, dickhead. Right, well right, well if I put it there, yeah, that should be perfect because the chassis isn't floating on this, according to that. So if we now go to voltage, and I go to R52, I believe, DC voltage. See, we're at 3.1 on the VCO. We've got a 3.1. Oh, there goes that Donald Trump Roger bleep again. So we're at 3.1 on the VCO. It doesn't really 2.7. It's not really. We'll go all the way down gently. There we are. 2.6. We can't go any higher. We'll come up. I don't want to go any higher than that because see, we can't get to 3 volts. Let's take this out because it's chipped on the edge now. Let's take this out, see if we can use the other end of it. Yeah. Put it upside down. There we go. .6. We're not going up, you see. 2.8. 2.9. So now we're at 2.7. So we just can't get it. That's all the way down. Let's bring it back up. But I just don't understand why.
Andy,
No, cheers.
see you later.
Hang on a minute, I need to get my leg out so I can turn around and
The
get
dogs
it.
are out now.
Yeah, I know. Yeah,
For God's sake.
cheers.
See you later.
I'll see you later, Christine.
Don't-
No, leave my door open. Right. So basically, basically, we're now. If I try it again, do it again. Put it there. In. Hey! See, we're on 3.1 now. So it's 3.1. It's won't go any. It won't go any higher. And if I go too far, it won't transmit. So, let's see where it transmit now. See, we're not transmitting now. See, we won't transmit now. It won't transmit now because it's too low, because it can't achieve lock. So if I turn this down, there we are. So that is actually, see what we get now. That's 2 3.1. We just can't get 3.5 out of it. Let me just peek the transmitter. Let me peek up the transmitter. What's that? What's that? What's that? What's that? There we go, turn the power down to 4 watts. That's it. Right, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to turn the power up to more than that and see if we can, what's going. That's it, this is, so how's the power will go? Now, I mean, we've got nothing to gain, we've got nothing to lose anyway, so. Now let's try adjusting the VCO. I can't see that making any difference. I mean, if I try the transmitter now, there'll be nothing there, it won't transmit. Do you know what I mean? Now if I turn that, there we go. That's fucking. Actually, that's not as fucking hot as I thought it was gonna, but that's not as hot as it's been getting. So obviously we've repaired something that's usually red hot by now. How much current is it drawing? We'll have a look at that in a minute. Right, so 3.1 is the highest I can get the VCO. So we've got a problem somewhere. And is it in these caps here? I don't know. I might end up having to change them to find out. Scraps! Oi! Right! Another dog barking out there. So the most we're getting is 3.1 from the VCO, and that's not acceptable. It's not acceptable, that. I know there's no audio chip in it, but that's not to do with it. The audio chip failed. It had to have done because the rest of the radio's working. Right. So what I want to do next. I want to have a look, see if I can get. I want to have a look at the receiver. Let's turn the volume up. Shut up! Let's just check that because I'm expecting somebody coming. I'm not expecting somebody coming. I'm just going to make a call, folks.
Hello?
Hello, Chris. I said that, didn't I? What did I say? I said I bet the platter's not fully down, didn't I?
Yeah, what happened was I pressed it down should do, and it mustn't have moved, and then I pressed it again, and it dropped down, so then it worked alright, yeah, so that was panic over.
Yeah, well, I'm glad you're happy with your purchase, but as you know, as you know, I stand by my record players, and I also honour my guarantees as well.
Yeah, no problem, buddy. Yeah,
You know,
that, mate, yeah.
as you know, I'll spend.
If I'd known about the circlet, though, I think it would have been, you know what I mean? If I'd known and he didn't have one of them on, I'd have probably fucking, you know what I mean? It probably would have dawned on me, or...
Do you know it's been? Do you know? Because it was a while back since I did it. A few weeks ago since I did it, I actually forgot to mention it. You never thought.
Yeah.
You just don't have that length of time. You don't. If you do it one day and sell it the next, you say, "Oh, by the way, there's no circlip," because it's still fresh in your mind. You say.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
But
don't worry, mate. Don't worry.
as
We're all right now.
as long as we got there, that's no problem. That, Chris. I'm glad you got it sorted. But if you'd have had to, then you know I wouldn't have had an issue with you coming back.
Okay, mate. No problem. I know that. Cheers, buddy.
Okay.
All right, mate. Take it easy.
You too, my friend.
Ta-ra now.
Bye, mate. Bye. Yeah, that's another satisfied customer. Apparently, he bought the Bush SRP 31 off me. And what happened was, when it was here, it worked okay. The automatic mechanism worked okay. And when he got it home, because there's no circlip on the turntable. The turntable had lifted slightly in transit because he carried it with it by the handle. The turntable had moved slightly, and obviously when he put a record on when he got it home, it was lifted lifted that little bit much. Just out of position, it couldn't grip the gear, and that's what his problem was. And he just said he's pushed it down. And because I spoke to him earlier, because I like my customers to be happy, because when I do a deal, when I do a deal with a person, then you know it's not only important for me to be happy. You know, the person has to be happy with what they've purchased or the service I've provided. Otherwise, if they're not happy, I'm not happy. And I'm happy again now. So there we are, you see. But I do. This guy is actually a very good customer of mine, because he buys the record players, and then when he's had enough of them, he sells them, and then he comes back for another one. So you know, he's a very. He actually come back with one once that did actually fail under the guarantee, and I put it right for him while he waited, because that's how I think it should be done, and you know, that's how I do it, and that's how. I thought I could hear some of them. I thought that's how everybody could do it. That's how I think everybody should do it. You know. Take care of your customers. Take care of your customers, folks. Your customers take care of you. It's as simple as that. You look after your customers and they'll come back. You don't look after them, they won't. Let's clip onto there and see if this makes any difference. What I want to do is just wrap that round there. And what I want to do is just try and tune this thing in. Well, I'm not going to do it there. Last time I did it was on the... Last time I did it was on the bottom of the amp here. And that keeps moving in. It's annoying. See, the problem is I want to get on the bottom of that amp, but I can't get to it. think that's the detector. It's the wrong side of it. Now. Now let's get me a little tool and see. Turn it down, we don't need it that fucking high. Well, brought it up, didn't it? I can't turn that one because the... Oh yeah, I can. I thought it was broke, it's not. Is the S meter working? No, it won't, will it? Because I nicked the preset. So it won't. So what I might do, I might nick the S meter, I might nick the preset from the squelch and put it in the S meter. But that's working now. That's right. Let's measure the VCO again now. I'll tell you that voltage. I'll tell you that receiver woke up, didn't it? I reckon it could be. Wonder if it's. What, my iron ain't on. I wonder. I don't want to snap this fucking resistor. Yeah, still 2.9. It's still low. That's the volume control, but it's not the wiper. Don't know where the wiper is. That ain't it. But this is the. That's the preamp. much fucking difference. Now, it obviously does. So you're going through the channels. You know, it was still on the same channel more or less. What I'm doing, I'm going to clip that together. That way it won't hum everywhere. Right. So basically, it's receiving because my signal generator's there, and the radio's here, so we're getting a good, you know, there's no wire, no connection, it's just picking it up through the air, over the air like, so it is receiving. So what I'm going to say now, I'm going to say that the RF and IF are okay, or the RF certainly is, because we're receiving. I'm going to say that section of it is okay, and what I'm going to do next, I'm going to look at the voltages, and I'm going to go along the PLL and see what voltages are actually on the PLL. Oops. And see what we should have and what we actually have. So we've got 0.9 on that pin. I'm not sure which is pin 1, but the manual will tell us. So we're going to be that one, because that's the notch. Well, pin 1 will carry the main voltage, I would have thought. minus 6 volts. When I first measure a VCO, let's come off that and go to here. When I first measured the VCO, it just shows correct, but it drops. The voltage drops off. But that's the best place I found for measuring anyway, is there. Right, so we've got 4 volts there. Whoops. I'll tell you what, let's flip it upside down. Let's turn it off before we do. Flip it upside down, and then I can do the tests and then I can do the tests. Right. Right. Right, minus 6 volts. Minus 4 volts. Even. 3 volts. 4, but they're dropping. The voltage is not stable. That one is now, but they're not stable. The whole rig is very unstable. The whole voltage. Scraps! Right, we've got 4 volts there. It starts off at 5. Drops to 4. Just under 5. Well, just over 4. Up to there. Nothing. Yeah. 3 point, so at 2.8. That could be the VCO voltage. Four. 3. -3. I might have to get my logic probe on this. I think this is that's 7 volts. I think this is your voltage input here. So if I follow that down, that trace down, it takes me to here. And that goes across. Or it used to. So I took that brown wire, bodge wire out. So that should be ground, and that's got 6 volts on it. What the fucking hell now? Oh, the weather. Right, that's grounded. No, it's not ground, is it? No, that's 4 volt rail, 5 volt rail. We'll call it. Nine volts there, but it's dropping. Five volts there. Three there. They're all minus values. So I'm hoping when I get on this side I might see some positive values. No, minus 4 volts. Oh, hang on. Yeah. Oops. When there's voltages everywhere. I mean, everything's got something on it. Everything's got something on it, folks. So I'm gonna have to get the. It might be an excuse for me to reuse the logic probe. Well, I'll tell you what. I'm gonna end this part here. Otherwise, we're gonna drag on forever. Not that I don't anyway. Anyway, folks, I'm gonna leave it here, and I shall catch you later. Bye for now.